Hey there. So you're nearing the end of your pregnancy, bags packed, nursery ready, probably bouncing on that birthing ball, doing all the things to get labor going. And yet, nothing. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Today, we're breaking down why your labor might not be starting and what you can do about it. So if you're sitting there feeling like you're just waiting and waiting, this one's for you. Let's dive in. All right, first things first. Let's talk about the body and why labor sometimes just pauses. If you're feeling frustrated or wondering why your body seems to be holding out on you, I want you to remember that your body knows what it's doing. Here's the deal. Labor is a complex dance between hormones, environment, and mindset. There's a lot happening, even if it feels like nothing's happening. So, what are some common reasons why labor may not be starting? Well, first, there's hormone imbalance. So, oxytocin, the labor hormone, is a big player here. It triggers contractions and gets things moving, but if your body is stressed or you're feeling anxious, that can actually raise levels of adrenaline, which can slow down or even stop the release of oxytocin. That's crazy, right? Just remember, your mind and body are super connected during labor. Okay, let's talk about your baby's position. Believe it or not, the position of your baby can impact the start of labor. Ideally, babies want to be head down and facing your back. If your baby's head isn't pressing just right on your cervix, it can actually delay labor. So sometimes a few good stretches or exercises can help them get into the right spot. What about physical factors? Things like being dehydrated or not moving enough can play a part too. Staying hydrated and taking gentle walks can keep you feeling good and help your body prepare for what's ahead. Now, let's talk about stress for a second because this is a huge one. We live in a world where we're constantly planning, preparing, and let's be real, worrying. But labor doesn't really happen on a timetable. So if you're going into it thinking this has to happen now, or you're feeling anxious, your body might actually slow down the process in an effort to protect you. So let's get into some practical stuff. What can we do to help encourage labor? I'm going to give you a few tips that can make a big difference. So first, try some natural movements. Things like walking, dancing, bouncing on a birthing ball. Those are all gentle movements that can help your baby move into the ideal position while applying that necessary pressure on your cervix to get things moving. Next, hydrate and nourish your body. Water is your best friend right now. Being well hydrated supports every part of your body, including your uterus, which is working extra hard. Also, be sure you're eating small, balanced meals. Trust me, keeping your energy up will help you once labor starts. Next, try visualization and breathing exercises. Picture what's coming. Visualize your baby moving down, your cervix opening, and your body preparing. Sometimes, just connecting mentally can make a difference. Try a few deep, mindful breaths and see if it helps you to feel more at ease. Finally, consider nipple stimulation. This is a great way to boost oxytocin naturally. You can do it manually or try using a breast pump if you have one. Now, let's talk about a few things to avoid while you're waiting for labor to kick in. First, avoid overdoing exercise. A gentle walk, yes. Marathon running or intense workouts, not so much. We want to help baby get into position, not make you exhausted. Also, don't fixate on the clock or calendar. I know that due dates can feel like a deadline, but it's really more of a guess. If you're getting close to your date and feeling nothing, remind yourself this is totally normal. If you're feeling like labor should have started or you're just getting nervous, don't hesitate to reach out to your provider. They're there to support you through every step. They'll likely suggest safe ways to help get things going if you're at or past your due date. Remember, every pregnancy is unique, and labor will ultimately start when your body and your baby are ready. Until then, stay as calm as you can, trust the process, and use some of these tips to make sure you're ready when the time comes. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you want more tips like this, don't forget, hit the subscribe button. And if you're looking for a step-by-step guide on preparing for labor, check out my 3-in-1 Bump to Bundle Blueprint course. Until next time, you've got this. Happy birthing.